Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishnan Nair. This is basically 139th number formula part. Here we are actually discussing the formula of the software industry. Still, basically, we are not started the project management plan and the formulas of the project management. So here we are just discussing the how basically formulas are getting calculated and what are the base of these formulas. In short, basically we have already saw the lots of balance sheets, how basically formula, for example, earned value, that basically have hundreds of balance sheet. Actual cost, that basically have hundreds of balance sheet. Hundreds of balance sheet, I am telling. So on the base of actual cost, lots of calculation happens in the software industry, in this project basically. We just required, in software industry we are just taking AC, that's all. But software group, basically the software costing industry basically never thought that how the AC is calculated, how the AC actual value has came. For example, actual cost is this in project, but how basically it has reached to this level, because AC actually itself basically has hundreds of balance sheet. On the base of that hundreds of balance sheet, the AC is getting this particular amount. So here basically we are discussing about we have taken software industry example, and in software industry example we have taken the example of Amazon AWS services, which we have already discussed lots of things. Here we have discussed that from Amazon services created on the base, Amazon energy is created on the base of lots of services, lots of energy basically you can say, and that energy is created on the base of 100 cities. So here basically we are just taking as an example that Amazon has its own energy, and it has created on the base of 100 city, and Amazon has created thousands of human needs also. In human needs, Amazon has created fruits, Amazon has created vegetables, Amazon has created petrols, Amazon has created oils from the Amazon energy. That is basically on the nowadays basically it's energy level stuff basically you can say. We have already taken one example that a text box equal to created from the thousand cities. So just one text box is created from the thousand cities. Just you can imagine basically the deepness level of the software industry, and software industry is created by this Bollywood industry. So how much deep the Bollywood industry might be, and the writer of the Bollywood groups, and the producer of the Bollywood groups, and basically each and every data basically which is getting connected, and the data science project basically which basically says that we have the accurate data basically. For example, I have taken one example of Vadodara city. There is one pool basically in Vadodara city which got cracks, which got cracked some cracks. So the Bollywood industry, one of the Vadodara government person asked Bollywood. He have one friend basically in Bollywood. He asked that person that how basically this crack has happened. So it was Bollywood group. So they given in the Bollywood style answer. That was basically they told that from this food basically the Bollywood industry this crack has happened. So the government was all he was the government was the person basically was a new person. So he basically has not ignored the answer of the Bollywood. He passed the answer to the his supervisor, and he passed that answer to the another supervisor. Like this, basically the answer was got, and like this the government told that yeah basically we have a little bit data, that we have that data also, that from which country this food was created, on the base of what energy this food was created, it was a natural food or it was a artificial food. Artificial food means it's not artificial food, it's a human creation food. That is basically, for example, Microsoft equal to human needs creation. Microsoft energy has created human needs, Amazon energy has created human needs. So they told that yeah, we have that list also from which the software, the foods have this food has created. We have the natural item list also from on the base of which this food has created. So that person was shocked. Basically, the Bollywood group basically have up to this level information. Then This question basically was raised to one of the IIT professor also in the of the Mumbai. So like this, it can be Mumbai, it can be Kharagpur, it can be Ahmedabad. Basically, I'm just taking it as an example, but it was IIT professor. So he was shocked basically. The he thought that nobody is upper than us. Upper than means he was the nobody. He IIT person basically don't report anyone. So he thought that basically who is basically handling us. So he was shocked then basically. So he thought that is Bollywood handling IITs also. So like this Bollywood and like this the Bollywood group says that we have the up to the level of the data because we have created the software industry on the base of set of serials, on the base of set of theaters, on the base of set of movies. We have created the Microsoft. Microsoft means Microsoft is a foreign based company, so it's Hollywood, and without Bollywood also the picture will not get complete because Microsoft is having its business in India also, and India it's Bollywood. So Bollywood plus Hollywood you can say it's a combination of both. So and in Karnataka it basically everybody knows it's which wood, and in Tamil Nadu which is, so basically like this each and every combinations connected to this software project, and the Microsoft project got created and Amazon project got created, and on the base of this energy Amazon basically has created its own cities on the base of its own energies, and his energies are basically everybody knows the shopping websites, the services basically that is basically the Amazon services, famous services basically you can say. Amazon basically gives lots of services like anybody told one person told that I want to create the insurance project. So Amazon told that yeah, basically I have the lots of services basically. You just need to call this function. That's all. The customer information will get automatically enter into the database. But the database will be our basically because it's Amazon services. Uh, but if you want your database, then also you can use your database. But the server will be ours. So like this, the Amazon told that we have lots of other services like CRM services are also there. Services means basically you can say one of the services APIs. API basically is basically set of functions, set of procedures, set of variables, and it has created on the base of this basically. So like this, the CRM apps are also there. So you don't need to create any CRM application. Uh, Means coding basically the coding will become very less. But if you want to customize the CRM, then basically there basically the services will not help because it's your own custom service. If the it's a customer, if the CRM project is as basically the in the market, then basically you can use the some application. Apps basically you can say, and the services of the Amazon. And if you want to customize, then basically most of services allows also, but that basically it depends on the Amazon policy. Basically, you can say AWS policy. How Amazon, because Amazon has created on the base of thousands, hundred cities. So policies are already created. To create on policy only, the hundreds of city was created. If I say that on the base of 100 city, the policy is created, then it would not be wrong. It would be 100% correct. So policy never gets changed because policies are created on the base of thousands, hundreds of cities. So that's why basically policy never gets changed. So policy is created on the base of thousand cities energy, you can say. So it's thousands of cities energy. Sorry, hundreds of cities energy. And Microsoft basically energy is created on the base of thousands of cities because it's a big company, and top 20 businessmen basically in businessman list basically Microsoft company name comes in the business in the richest person. So like this, Microsoft has created on the base of thousands of cities. That's what you can say. So like this, the Microsoft says that we have created uh, lots of human needs. Human needs basically you can say thousands of human needs, thousands of vegetables, thousands of fruits, thousands of oils, thousands of petrols, thousands of um, natural items. Not, it's not natural item, but it seems to be natural like. But it's natural. It's natural basically. Base of the land, it's a land. On the base of land, basically the natural items are created. Here, basically, it's created on the base of energies, on the base of nuclear companies. So basically, Microsoft is connected with set of nuclear companies. Also, you can say. So, like this, the Microsoft says that we have created our own industry. We have created our own energy. We have created our own roadmaps in the internet gas pipeline. So, like this, the question basically was raised. This all basically we have discussed. Just to ask one question. For example, there are 1 lakh foods, right? So, the pool is created on the base of these foods, this set of foods groups. So that food basically groups has created this pool, and that pool basically got crack on the base of another foods groups basically. So like this basically one of the data science, one of the professor told that yeah, this is basically one of the data science project basically you can say. So which food is the most powerful food basically you can say. Like Microsoft is creating human needs and foods are created by the Microsoft. Like Amazon is also creating the foods, like these natural items are also there, like this lots of energy companies are also there, they are also creating the foods, like these power companies are also there, they are also helping to creation of the foods energy basically you can say, and on the base of energy the foods are getting created. So like this foods are getting created. So which food basically the question basically IIT professor has asked, and he basically started creating this project also, and the project is ongoing also you can say. The project was basically which food is the most powerful food, and which food basically if the person is eating, then which energy basically gets generated, and which is the powerful energy which gets generates in the energy company, collected by the energy companies, and on the base of that basically the set of creation happens, that is basically pool creation happens, commercial creation happens, commercial buildings creation happens, roads creation happens. Roads are also basically created on the base of certain energies only, that are also basically you can say it's a combination of set of foods. So like this the one of the biggest project basically came into picture, that was basically the foods energy. How many basically foods are there in the market, and the project says that who is which food is the most powerful food. So this was question basically, how basically he told that which is the most powerful food. The reason the one of the person asked the question that this pool was created on the base of these foods and combinations groups. So like this and the pool was basically got cracked basically on the base of certain food groups, that is basically the foods basically which was created by certain companies, certain energies, certain blood cells energy, certain groups energy, certain power companies energies. Like this that food was also created. So like this which food is the most powerful food and will not able to get damage by the another foods. So like this, the question was raised by the IIT professor, and he started the project also because this was the biggest project of the data science project. Also, he told that. Yeah. So like this, basically, the food industry came into picture. The food industry was also shocked basically. The how basically it's possible. Our foods are basically doing this type of things. They also never thought that the basically experts basically food groups basically they basically have the data, so they eat food also very carefully because the like this the food industry came into picture. So like this the Bollywood industry says that we know each and everything basically which are the foods, uh, which is the foods basically most powerful foods. Then basically IIT professor asked help. The he basically asked a Bollywood group basically. Okay, if Bollywood group can we basically IIT professor first told the Bollywood group that I thought that IIT professor thought that we are the group basically we are the educated group and we are basically handling the entire education industry. Then the IIT professor thought that told that, yeah, basically we also don't have this data, and you have the data. That means you are more educated than us. Then the Bollywood industry was basically shocked. Basically, oh, our value has came in the market. So like this, the Bollywood industry told that our value has came into market, and we have the each and every data with us, and we can basically share the data. And the Bollywood industry told that this data basically keeps on changing, so it's very difficult to track the hierarchy, that this food is more higher, this food is more higher, this food can crack this food, this food can crack this food. Crack means basically you can say the foods are created, foods energies are created. The foods energy basically creates lots of things, basically like construction materials, motors, for then water energy, and lots of energy gets created. Petrol gets created from the foods energy. Oil gets created on the base of set of energy. So like this, basically the data industry basically came into picture. Like this, lots of things came into picture, and the Bollywood industry told that we have the data, but we don't have the full data. Also, we are also collecting the data, and it has take lots of time to create basically this data, and to say that, yeah, this food is the most powerful food in the food industry market. So here basically we are stopping it, and this is the 139th number, and in 140th number basically we are going to see a little bit more about the Bollywood industry and the software industry, and how Bollywood industry is telling that we have created the entire software industry, and software industry is telling that, yeah, basically I think you have created the Bollywood, you have created the software industry. So like this is the 139th number. 140, we are going to see a little bit more about the formula word, and the formula basically words, formula keywords that are basically EV, AV, CPI. These all are basically have hundreds of balance sheets with them, and just imagine basically how the each and every words basically of the formula are connected with the hundreds of balance sheets.